Hello, this is Electrophonic. I got an interesting story for you guys. Besides the fact I'm going to be at Colorado Anime Fest on Saturday, I just saw a post for the manga of Claudia's story from the Interview with the Vampire. I wanted to talk about something that is very little known. This came out probably in 1990s when the Interview with the Vampire movie was coming out in Japan. Now, legally, there has never been an official comic of Interview with a Vampire in Japan until Comiket, and a very little known manga was brought out called Yo Ukai no Vampire. Translates roughly to Interview with the Vampire. It is very rare. It is very hard to find. I've looked for it for years. Going to anime and sci-fi conventions, asking, um, you end up with blank stares and a bunch of people going, yeah. So after a while, I kind of gave up. I found out I was not the only one looking, only recently. But truthfully, when Interview with a Vampire on AMC came out, which I absolutely love that series, for its own demographics and its own um, analytics. Interview with a Vampire, for me, especially the Comiket version, has been lost media for so long. I would love to see an actual reading or an actual picture of the comic that isn't just the freaking cover. I mean, I don't even know who the freaking artist is. All I know is it exists. I've seen pictures of it. And I've seen talks about it on different web groups and manga groups trying to find it. And to be quite honest, when you have stuff from like Danny and Danny, which, FYI, this, and you can clearly see this is Louis and Lestat. Come on, guys. But again, that is the official European thing. Finding an actual manga of Interview with a Vampire from Yokai no Vampire would be freaking amazing. It would be a piece of the Interview with a Vampire nostalgia that would be proof that it reached an audience that wasn't just America. The fact is, finding it is near next to impossible. And if Vampire Folklore, shout out to you, can find it, I will be very happy to actually sit there and look at it. I do know a little Japanese. I have read it, read parts of it, like small little snippet of clips. Like people just took copy and pastes of the freaking, like they took pieces of the manga and put it on the freaking web to be found, but they never really put the whole thing on there. I mean, I found bits and pieces of like pictures. I mean, there's a picture of Armand clearly, but I mean, the artist's rendering of Louis and Lestat from their imagination puts um Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise to shame. Same with Sam Reed and Jacob, which I'm really sad because those two are really good actors. But honestly, I would love to see a actual piece of that because it proves that Anne's book reached further than just the United States and Europe. China, Japan, and many other countries must have translations of that book. So that is my search. Sorry, I have a bit of a cold. And allergies on top of my cold doesn't help me. So, to anyone out there on YouTube, if you have in your possession a piece of Yokai no Vampire, let me know, because that would be just putting a nail in the coffin of me looking for it constantly on Amazon and Google and every other freaking. I mean, back in the day, I went on Excite looking for it. I went on Yahoo. I went to Savvy Search and every search engine I could find, typing in that name just to find the manga. And I've never found it. So, unless I find bits and pieces or scans of parts of the comic, not the entirety of it. And I know it's out there. So, my search for this comic has been kind of in vain. I mean, Danny and Danny are awesome. This is a great comic series. But I would give anything to find a copy of one of the most influential manga out there to prove the point that it exists. I want to see it. Please. I want to see it. I want to see it very badly. So, if there is anyone out there with Yokai no Vampire, please let me know. Thank you.